All right, so if we're going to be talking about reality checks and the hand reality check and the nose pinch from like a beginner's kind of perspective, I guess it's a good idea to kind of say what reality checks are. So they're basically just a way for you to try to prove to yourself while you're within the dream, mostly to tell if you're dreaming or not. Before you go jumping out the window trying to fly away, you really better be sure you're dreaming before you just jump out and plummet to your death. So that's kind of like the main function of reality checks. The other function, and the function that I find to be more longer lasting, is just getting into the habit of doing it throughout the day. So it kind of keeps, lucid dreaming or dreaming in general on your mind, keeps you kind of questioning, during the daytime if you're dreaming or not. Because every time you're dreaming at night, you're basically confusing it for waking life and you don't realize shit's strange and that you're dreaming. So something on that topic, a good way to have this thought come up throughout the day to do your reality checks and question if you're dreaming, because it's going to just slip off your mind like everything else does, is you can put like random alarm generators on your phone. You can make this little noise, hopefully like a different noise than what your regular like text message and email notifications are. So you hear it, it can remind you to do it, then you can go ahead and do your reality check. So when it comes to the hand reality check, one of the reasons why this is such a good and popular one is that you pretty much always have your hands with you when you're dreaming, right? Dreaming in the first person, typically, and then you'll have your hand there to check. And it could actually be done with anything, but you just want it to be something that you can reliably, consistently find, within the dream state. And so when it comes to the hand reality check, what you'll find oftentimes in the dream, not 100% of the time, but often, is your hands will be weird. They'll be blurred out. Maybe you'll have too many fingers, which is why it can be very good that when you're doing this reality check in the daytime, to actually look at your hand and like count your fingers, because sometimes your hand will look solid, but you'll have like 6 fingers or you'll be missing one or something. So that's kind of what I like to do with it. Also, if you happen to have like tattoos and shit, you can kind of go ahead and make sure your tattoos are there, or everything is correct. Like, I got some writing on my arm like, why you dream with eyes open. I should have that memorized. On aeronautics over here. So I can just kind of add that into my reality check. Plus, reading very oftentimes, but not all the time, is difficult in dreams. So if you're trying to, if my hand looks solid, but all of a sudden I can't read the writing on it, or it keeps changing or something, that could be another sign that you're dreaming. What else? Oh, and then I guess the reason why I brought up earlier that, for me, because I've been doing this for so long, it's like when I'm in the dream, I almost don't even really have to check my hands. Like, a lot of times I'll look at my hands and they'll be totally solid, but I'm like, fuck it, I know I'm dreaming, so I can go ahead and jump out the window. But I think that might come with more time in the practice as you just stick with it longer and get used to the feeling of the dreams. So shit, that's basically the hand reality check. It's pretty simple and straightforward.